At times, I have moments to reflect and kind of take a step back and kind of look at my journey, but it's not over yet. My journey was one that was unique and different from a lot of paths, and it was probably skewed on the scale to making it to this point.
Tell me what Progress Village was like.
Tough growing up. It's not your low budget Section 8 like projects type of environment, but it is considered the ghetto. Our community sports is what kept me kind of with something to do after school rather than go be with, friends and guys that's from the area but up to no good. So those hours that I was spending with coaches that were meaningful coaches and made an impact in my life, and it was almost like that father figure in my life, was a good opportunity and a good stepping stone to keep me on the right track to achieving this goal where I'm at today.
So you didn't play your sophomore and junior year because of eligibility issues.
Correct.
Why was it so difficult academically? Sort of paint that picture, and then when did things sort of turn around for you?
I didn't like school. Simple as that. I didn't like school. I prefer sports more. I was on the team. I had JV. I was playing football, I was playing baseball, and that first semester went by quick. And afterwards, the grades came out, and everybody showing what they got, everybody making sure they're eligible, and I seen that I had a 1.4, and I'm like, shoot, I'm ineligible. But I'm not gonna tell anybody. They have to find out on their own. And but of course the guidance counselors knew, the coaches knew, and once they started to see that next spring rolled around and I wasn't able to participate, word got around that I was ineligible, and that was like my eye opener. Like, shoot, like I'm gonna have to get my grades or I can't play high school ball with majority of my high school friends. We end up sitting down in a conference room type environment and going through the transcript of where I messed up and what needed to be corrected. And we wrote down the transcript and kind of declared where we needed to pursue the grades and get the right academics up.
Have you thought about what life would have been like if you wouldn't have gotten into that tutoring program?
It would be totally different. It would be totally different. One, because a lot of opportunities that got presented wouldn't have been there. If I didn't take that initiative to go in there and ask for help, I probably would have went all through high school without touching the field again. And that would have been like, you probably wouldn't know who Geronimo Allison is, honestly. When I sit here and think about it, it'll be like I didn't exist in the professional football world.
So how did you end up at U of I?
It was through a best friend of mine, a good friend of mine, Martez Barr, and also a good coach of mine, Coach Alex Golish. And he came to Iowa Western my freshman year, which was Martez's sophomore year, scouting. And for that particular day, Coach Golish was there. It was a good day. I was having a good practice. He was scouting Tez, and they was over there kind of kicking it with him, kind of messing with him, giving him like little jokes, and they was talking with him. I kind of eased my way over there, and I got over there by him, like, yeah, so I jumped into the conversation, and before you know, I'm like, Coach, you got to come back and get me. I'm like, I need a scholarship too. I'll go with Tez, I'll play there, like, come back and get me. He was like, okay. He was like, I'm gonna come back and get you. And sure enough, my sophomore year, he came back, and that was my first offer. Was wow. Illinois. And once I got that offer, I waited a minute, and then I committed. And once I committed, I told him I was gonna stay loyal. But once I committed, word gets around, it spreads, and all D1 offers start coming in. So they started rolling in. He was like, hey, I know you're getting a lot of offers, but you still loyal to me, like you still good. I didn't take any other visits. I only took an official visit to Illinois, stuck with my word, and that was my journey to get to this point.
So you had a good junior and senior year,
yeah,
playing the Big Ten. Draft night comes, 300 picks, something like that, and your name isn't anywhere on there.
Nope.
Did you think you would be drafted?
I did. I had expectations of being drafted. That's all I kind of wanted at the end of the day, just to hear my name be called at any point in time. If it was first round, seventh round, last man, first man, whenever. I just wanted that kind of on my resume. Teams was kind of contacting me throughout the draft. We're watching it. Everybody kind of easing over, looking at me, staying in tune. Teams are texting, teams are calling, and I'm checking my phone. I take a phone call. Everybody kind of anticipation, like, is that the call? I'm like, no. And teams was just kind of telling me, like, just stay patient. Like, we're trying to get you. We're trying to work out this. We're trying to work out that. And my response to them was like, what are you doing? Like, pull the trigger. Like, draft me. I'm here and waiting. Like, I want to play here. I want to play there. And nobody pulled the trigger. And so I watched family and friends just leave, kind of head out the door slowly. That was kind of disappointing. My emotions was kind of over my face, kind of disappointment. And before I know it, it was just my mom, my brother, my grandparents, my aunt, and a few other friends that stayed to the very, very end. My agent called. He was like, you have about 4 offers. It was Green Bay, Seattle, Atlanta, and so they was like, they each want to bring you in for a rookie minicamp. Which one do you feel like comfortable you want to go with? And I was like, let me think about it. Let me hang up, I'll call you right back. Then I said, Green Bay. I said, shoot, Aaron Rodgers, Super Bowl, organization, Midwest, Illinois, Wisconsin. Like, that's like an easy transition for me. I'm like, shoot, why not? I'm like, I'm wide receiver. I'm like, he gonna sling it around. I'm like, yeah, like that kind of be a perfect fit for me. He called me back. They called. We made the initial agreement, and then it was on from there.
So once you're at training camp, or when you made that decision, did you know how far down the wide receiver depth chart you were about to be?
No, not one bit. So once I made that decision, I took a look.
So how far down, for everybody on camera, how far down were you?
I was the 13th receiver in that room. It was 12 receivers ahead of me.
So when you got the call that you were going to be playing in Atlanta, what was going on with the team then? Like, breakdown, injuries, sort of state of the roster?
Well, every week, being on the practice squad, I was still a guy that prepared as if I was going to play. So Sundays, I would be up in the press box kind of watching on the field, and I would know what was going on. I would know the game plan in and out. So I prepared as if I was play. One thing they always said is you never know when your number is going to get called. Sometimes guys don't get announced if they're going to be up or down until kind of hours before the game. So
that's wild.
Sometimes you never know. So they end up activating me. And I believe Jordy played Cobb then, and they activated me. And that game, I played kind of majority of that game. And it was kind of like exciting to me. Like, once they told me I was playing, I was like, shoot, this is kind of what I've been waiting for. Like, this is an opportunity. I've been on practice squad 8 weeks. I'm like, if I could just make one play, like, I'd be happy with that. Like, cause that's allowed me to kind of live out my dream. And when we hit the field, like, I didn't have any nerves. I went through my pregame routine. I prayed hard, put my faith on it, and I kind of just went out there and played fast. And literally, my first target, my first catch was a touchdown on kind of a valuable kind of reactionary scramble drill type of play. And then I caught it, and at first I was so excited, and I jumped up just excited. Didn't have a plan, but then I was like, shoot, let me thank God. Like, I just caught my first touchdown. So I took a minute, took a knee, prayed, and as soon as I popped up, Aaron was right in front of my face, and he was just like, G-Mo, like he just scored. And I was like, I know it. I was like, it's time. And it was just an exciting moment. Like, that was like the first.
Hey sports fans, you want to see more videos like this? Check out some of our other videos right here. And if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. And stick with Sports Pulse, your heartbeat to what's trending in sports.